I didn't expect it. I thought Marnus or Pat Cummins were probably the front runners because they both had exceptional years. But really honoured to have won my third, and hopefully can keep producing results for Australia and helping us win as many games as we can.
And just a quick one on that Test Championship final. Have you sort of, given up hope that you'll be there? And if so, how disappointing? Or are you still sort of holding out hope that those, series of results can go your way in India and you guys will manage to be there?
Oh, of course, we want to be involved in the Test Championship final, that's for sure. So hopefully the series in India goes our way. If it doesn't, then so be it. It's not the end of the world, but hopefully we get an opportunity to play over there at Lord's. It'll be pretty amazing to be involved in, what will be the first Test Championship.
I suppose it looks like if you guys don't make the final, it might be almost a year without Test cricket, whereas England's playing quite a bit this year and early days on that India tour, but have started reasonably well. Do you think that England side, it might be sort of, the greatest threat, or I suppose the most confident that they'll arrive for an Ashes series here since that first one that you played in out here?
I don't know. It's a tough one to say. I think England have produced some amazing players over the period that I've been playing. Look, it's hard to say. They're obviously. I watched a bit of the game last night. I thought they started exceptionally well, and to see someone like Joe Root score 100 in his 100th Test match, I think that's an incredible effort. So hats off to him. But look, he's doing a really good job as their captain as well at the moment. So I think, look, next summer is going to be a huge challenge for us, but hopefully we can be at our best. And I can't wait to play another Ashes series. They're the pinnacle and the ones you want to play in and the ones you want to perform in. And I'm already looking forward to that.
What have you learned about yourself in terms of, I suppose, last summer with, the challenges New Zealand presented, and then this summer where you, I suppose, had a slow start in Test cricket anyway and built your way into it?
Yeah. Obviously, teams are starting to attack me a little bit differently or bowl to me a little bit differently. So, I've had to make small adjustments. At times, I've had to be perhaps a little bit more aggressive than I have been in the past. I think I did that pretty well in the last two Test matches here. Just coming up with some sort of different plans and different scoring options, but continuing to also, play the game in front of me. There's times in Test cricket where you've got to absorb pressure, time where you've got to put the pressure back on the bowlers and try and get on top of them. And I think, as I said, I did that well in the last two games. Perhaps not as well in the first two of the summer, but, you're always learning. And I felt I learned a bit out of the first two games that I could implement at the back end. But teams that have got different plans to me. I've got to keep working on my game. And I love doing that. I love working hard and finding new ways to do things and just getting better as well.
And was that a refreshing experience for you at all? Because, perhaps since, 2014 through to that, that 2019 Ashes series, really, it looked like you'd been ahead of the bowlers in a general sense, or ahead on the plans. Was it refreshing to sort of have to refight that battle again?
Yeah, it was, a great challenge. And that's what Test cricket's all about, that people come with different plans to you and you've got to try and, counteract them and get on top of them. So, it's been a great learning curve. That's what the game's all about. So I've loved the last 2 years of developing and learning, and like I said, absorbing pressure, putting pressure on when I need to, and just continuing to grow as a player.
Thanks,
Steve. What have you made of some of the talk about Justin Langer in the last week or so? And are there any areas that you would like to see him improve as a coach?
I think even if you speak to Justin, you want to be improving all the time as a coach or as a player. So, of course, there's things you can always get better at. One thing that hasn't been spoken a lot about is how tough a job it is to coach an international team. Particularly in the circumstances we've been in, when we've been in bubbles for long periods of time. but Justin's always working hard, trying to improve and get better. And we've had conversations over the last 2 weeks since we finished, and he's always trying to get better and get better. And that's all you can ask from him.
So it's fair to say, Steve, just to clarify, like he's got the full support of the players, and you expect him to be in charge sort of come next summer?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's done a terrific job over the last few years. Obviously, I wasn't there the first year, but since I've been back, I think he's done a great job. And like I said, he always wants to get better, and that's all you can ask of anyone in a setup, whether it be a player or a coach. As long as you're striving to improve every day, then that's all you can ask.
You mentioned, Steve, how tough a job Justin has. Do you think split coaching would work in Australian cricket? I know Andrew McDonald's taking the T20 team to New Zealand under these circumstances. Do you think it would work permanently, or do you think it would complicate the situation?
Good question. I'm not really sure on that one. That kind of thing's been floated for a while, for different formats and different teams and things like that around the world, not just in Australia. So I think it'd be interesting, but like I said, Justin's got my full support at the moment. I think he's doing a terrific job, and he has done for a few years. And I can't see it changing anytime soon.